Hello everyone and welcome back to another tutorial. My name is Santiago. I'm very glad that you're here. In the 3 previous videos we were checking out a software called Enhance.io. As I told you in the first of these tutorials, I'm gonna be making 5 different tutorials about this software. We're gonna do a little comparison between Enhance.io and another software that lets you enhance photos as well, called Topaz. We're going to be checking out a side-by-side comparison. We're gonna be checking out the pricing, the quality of the final product in both softwares, and all in all the pros and cons of each software. So I'm gonna make my face disappear right now so you can see my screen a bit better. So see you guys at the end. If you watched my previous videos, you already recognize this screen. This is the Enhance.io homepage. And if you haven't seen all of those videos, I really invite you to subscribe to the channel and check them out so you don't miss on anything. This is the Topaz AI home screen. I've already logged in. It has some different studio apps if you have the paid version of the software. It has some web apps. Most of them are free to use. For the first example, I'm gonna be using a photo of myself that I blurred using another software. And we're gonna be checking out how each of the softwares restore and enhance the picture and which one is better. So we're gonna start with Topaz. If we go right here to web apps and click on the Unblur option, I'm just gonna open the blurred image, and as you see right here we have some different tools for us to pick from. We can click on different selections. The first one is subject and the other one is everything. Subject would be just my face and everything will be everything in the image. I'm gonna leave it on subject. Right here we can pick from different models. We have the soft focus model that says slightly misfocus or lens blur, the motion blur when you take a picture of something that is in motion and it comes out blurry, and the third one is out of focus. It just says misfocus, entire image or subject is very blurry. I'm gonna start with soft focus. We can sharpen the image using these sliders right here. We can decrease the noise of the image, and once we have the values that we want, we can click on render. I'm gonna make the sharpen 100 and then we're gonna click on render. So this is what the software did. As you see, the work is really amazing. This is the original picture and this is the one that is unblurred. We can drag this slider to check out the original image and the final product. As you see, it struggles a bit with hair, but with the face itself, it made it much clearer. The eyes, for example, and the nose are much clearer in the final picture. The shirt is much sharper on the final product as well. Let's try another mode. Let's say that the whole image is blurred, because that is the case. It's not just my face, but the background as well. Let's leave these values as they are and let's click on render. So this is what Topaz did using this other option right here that it says out of focus. We can clearly see that the focus was not that much on the face, but more on the background. Like the stuff on the back right here is a bit clearer. This is my air fryer, and as you see on the original picture is really blurry. On the one that the software created is a bit less blurry, is more defined, let's say. The shirt, once again, was made much sharper. The face is now not as clear as it did with the other option, but the nose, for example, is a bit blurry on the final product as well. Now let's go to Enhance.io. Let's upload the same image that we were using in the previous example. If you haven't seen the previous videos, we have some options right here for upscaling and enhancing our pictures. We've used most of them in the previous tutorials. Once again, if you haven't checked them out, go and check them out and comment on them. I want to read all of your comments on those videos and in this one as well. I'm going to use this strong option right here and I'm going to click on the option Enhance Faces, so we can see a similar approach of the software regarding Topaz. We're gonna click on Enhance and we're gonna wait for the software to process the image. So let's see what the software did with our image. As you see right here on this other software, Enhance.io, we have a tool that is a really zoomed in tool, so we can check out specific pixels on the image. This is the original image. This is the one that the software created. As you see, the face is a bit softer. It looks more like a painting than a photo, but it made it much clearer, much defined. Once again, the eyes and the nose are much more defined on the final image, the mouth as well, and the final image is much larger than the one before, so you could use it in a printing scenario, let's say. The background as well is a bit clearer. In my opinion, Let's Enhance.io did a better job with the hair, but all in all the face is much stylized, let's say. It's more like a painting, as I was just saying. We can do it once again, picking another option. Let's say that we want the balanced option, and let's click on Enhance and see what the software does. As you see in this option, the software didn't make the face that much clearer, but the image was scaled, so it's a bit more defined. For example, the shirt right here is more defined, but the face itself remains blurry. So in this software right here, we just have this strong option that enhances faces, whether in the Topaz software we have much deeper options on how to unblur the faces using, for example, these sliders right here and these other options that we have on the top. Now, let's see the pricing plans of both softwares. Right here on Let's Enhance.io, I'm using this starter option that is $9 per month if you paid annually, or is $12 per month if you pay monthly. With this starter option, you can upscale images to 256 pixels. You have unlimited storage for 3 months, and the other options are similar to the other two tiers. We have the Pro version where you have 300 credits to use. This one costs $24 per month if you paid annually, or $32 per month if you pay monthly. Right here, the images can be upscaled to 350 pixels. You have unlimited storage for 6 months, but most of the other options are similar to the starter tier. And the most expensive one is the Max option. You have 500 credits to use. Each credit is one image that you can process. Right here, you can upscale images to 512 megapixels, but most of the other options are similar to the Pro version as well. Now on the Topaz Labs, if you click right here on upgrade, we have these 3 different plans. We have the monthly service and we have the yearly service. If you pay monthly, it's a bit more expensive, as we saw with Let's Enhance.io. Right here we have 3 different tiers, like in Let's Enhance.io. We have the light version, where you have unlimited images, 16 megapixels of export size limit. You can render 1 image at a time. This is for non-commercial use, so you cannot monetize the pictures you create with the software, and it's a fast render. This one costs $14 if you paid monthly, or $11.67 if you paid yearly. The second one is called Plus, where you have 32 megabytes of export size limit. You have unlimited images as in the light version. You can render 2 images at the time. You can use it in a commercial use, but it's limited. It says commercial use for organizations under 1 million in an annual revenue. It's a bit faster, and you have the same risk-free 7-day trial. This is $24 each month if you pay monthly, or $20 if you paid yearly. The first tier is more expensive in Topaz, but the second one is cheaper because this one is $24 a month and this one is $20 if you pay yearly. And the third plan is the Pro plan. You can render 4 images at once and you can use it in a commercial scenario. This one is $49 each month if you paid monthly, compared to $45 in Let's Enhance.io. Now I'm just gonna mention some pros and cons that I found out using the different softwares. The Topaz software makes much clearer images, in my opinion, for this specific scenario where you want to unblur a picture, let's say, but the processing time is much longer. I had to wait for 2 or 3 minutes for the software to render 1 image, whether in the Let's Enhance.io software it took like half of the time or 3 times as less time. The pricing, I find both of them to be really similar. It just depends on your purposes that you want to use the images for. The Topaz Labs is more aimed at unblurring pictures, making the light of some pictures better and stuff like that, whether the Let's Enhance.io is more focused on restoring old pictures. For example, if you want to get rid of scratches and or tears in your pictures, if you want to colorize images, So they have some similarities, but the functionalities and the purposes of the two softwares vary a bit. And just as a close-up, the UI of both softwares is really good, but I personally find the Topaz one to be a bit more refined. The Let's Enhance.io UI is much simpler, is more aimed at new users, let's say, but the one in Topaz has more tools if you want to get in the nitty-gritty of how you want a specific image to come out. So that is basically it for the comparison in this tutorial. I really hope it was helpful for you guys. Once again, my name is Santiago. If you haven't, I invite you to subscribe to the channel so you can check out this tutorial, the one that I'm uploading and the one that we created previously. I want to read all of your comments down below. If you want to use the paid versions of these softwares, we have some affiliate links on the description box down below. And without further ado, see you guys on the next video. Bye bye.